Welcome back to the channel. Today, we dive into the fascinating story of the 1865 United States $1, a note born during the final year of the Civil War, featuring Salmon P. Chase, the visionary behind America's paper currency. More than money, it's a symbol of unity, innovation, and a nation's resilience, carrying the weight of history in every intricate detail. Join us as we explore the legacy of this historic greenback and its enduring significance today. The United States $1 of 1865 is not a coin but a historic paper currency note, issued during one of the most dramatic and transformative periods in American history, the final year of the Civil War and the immediate aftermath of President Abraham Lincoln's assassination. By 1865, the United States was emerging from 4 years of brutal conflict, and the federal government urgently needed a stable national currency to rebuild the economy, pay soldiers, and restore confidence in the financial system. This necessity gave rise to early forms of federal paper money, including the famous $1 legal tender note, also known as a United States note or greenback. The 1865 $1 legal tender note was authorized under the Legal Tender Acts, laws passed by Congress beginning in 1862 to allow the federal government to issue paper money not backed by gold or silver but by the credit of the United States itself. This was a revolutionary idea at the time. Prior to this, Americans mainly used coins or banknotes issued by private banks. The 1865 $1 note represented a major step toward a centralized national currency, laying the foundation for the modern U.S. monetary system we know today. One of the most striking features of the 1865 $1 note is its design, which reflects the patriotic spirit of a nation healing from war. The obverse front of the note prominently features Salmon P. Chase, who served as Secretary of the Treasury under President Lincoln and later became Chief Justice of the United States Supreme Court. Chase was instrumental in creating the national banking system and introducing paper money, which is why his portrait was chosen. The note also includes elaborate engraved borders, intricate scrollwork, and bold typography, all designed to prevent counterfeiting, an enormous problem during the Civil War era. The reverse back of the 1865 $1 note is relatively simple compared to modern banknotes, often featuring ornamental patterns and large lettering that clearly states its denomination. The green ink used on the back is what gave these notes their popular nickname, greenbacks. This green ink was not just decorative, it was difficult to counterfeit and resistant to fading, making it practical as well as symbolic. Over time, the term greenback became synonymous with U.S. paper money itself. Historically, the 1865 $1 note carries deep emotional and national significance. Issued the same year President Lincoln was assassinated, it symbolizes both the end of slavery, the preservation of the Union, and the painful transition into Reconstruction. These notes circulated at a time when millions of formerly enslaved people were gaining freedom, southern states were rejoining the Union, and the federal government was redefining its role in American life. Holding such a note today is like holding a tangible piece of that turning point in history. From a collector's perspective, the 1865 $1 legal tender note is highly desirable, though its value depends heavily on condition, rarity, and specific varieties, such as different signature combinations or plate letters. Well-worn examples may sell for hundreds of dollars, while high-grade or uncirculated notes can fetch thousands or even tens of thousands of dollars at auction. Notes with sharp details, bright paper, strong signatures, and minimal folds are especially prized. Because of their age and historical importance, authentic examples are increasingly scarce. In conclusion, the United States $1 of 1865 is far more than just old paper money. It is a powerful symbol of national survival, financial innovation, and historical change. It represents the moment when America, scarred by war, chose unity, modernization, and trust in its own government. For historians, collectors, and currency enthusiasts alike, the 1865 $1 note stands as a silent witness to one of the most defining years in American history, and a reminder that even a single dollar can carry the weight of a nation's past. The United States $1 of 1865 is a remarkable piece of American history, issued during the final year of the Civil War, a time of immense turmoil and transformation in the nation, representing the federal government's bold step to stabilize the economy and assert control over national currency through the Legal Tender Acts, which allowed paper money to circulate without gold or silver backing. Prominently featuring Salmon P. Chase, Lincoln's Treasury Secretary, on its obverse, the note symbolized both fiscal innovation and patriotic resolve, while its intricate design, ornamental borders, and green ink on the reverse, giving rise to the term greenbacks, served practical purposes in deterring counterfeiting and enhancing durability, all while circulating at a moment when the Union had been preserved, slavery was abolished. And the country was stepping into the complex era of Reconstruction, making this note not merely a medium of exchange, but a tangible witness to one of the most pivotal years in U.S. history, carrying deep emotional, cultural, and historical significance that collectors and historians continue to value today for its rarity, condition, and symbolic weight as a representation of a nation that survived civil war, honored its leaders, and laid the foundations of modern American finance. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more fascinating stories from history.